It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. It's the Ravens and the Chiefs under the lights on Thursday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off a season where he showed everyone that he was worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center, they'll always be in championship conversation.
In motion left, Bateman. Jackson, first play, going to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. Trucks over him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Here's 2nd and 7. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. He stiff arms him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. Here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion, Aguilar. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And Jackson throwing once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They go play action with Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
And how many times have we seen a pass rush like that from Chris Jones, just creating rubble as he gets back to the quarterback? 4 consecutive All-Pro nods. He's looking for his 5th this season.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. Right side. There's Likely with it. So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now 3-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
I think it's safe to say that at this point in his career, there's really nothing Mahomes hasn't accomplished by this time. 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 league MVPs, a couple of All-Pro nods, and a passing title. When you lay it all out, it doesn't even sound real, especially when you consider the fact he's not even 30 years old. Now he has his sights set on being the first quarterback to 3-peat. If there's anyone who can do it, it's certainly him.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. Now, he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Attack! Color!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here.
The previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Mahomes now to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
Well, they were because they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And Brown's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And his pass incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
That's taken on the 25. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
In motion left, Bateman. Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Notty with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, Henry. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. He's still on his feet. Touchdown! Noah Gray, 62 yards. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps. But they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's got room. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome. Settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead. Absolutely.
NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 5.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick slant to Brown. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Hollywood Brown. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now it's Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. Fancy footwork at the 45. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
In motion, Aguilar. Again, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. In motion goes the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
Yellow. Right side. Right side.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Yellow. Right side.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw out wide is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Here's Jackson. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Pulled in at the 24. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 64 yards.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
In motion, Aguilar.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Mahomes now to throw. On the move to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away. Best efforts of the season.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year, always a special one. And love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Kansas City, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. All that and more coming up next.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A good one here in the AFC East. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, for years, this division was dominated by the Patriots, winning 16 of the possible 17 years. For the last 4, it's belonged to Buffalo under Sean McDermott. Now, though, this seems like it's anyone's division.
No question. I mean, you mentioned the Patriots. Obviously, they have one of the greatest traditions of winning in the history of the NFL. New coach, new era. We'll see how that unfolds. You mentioned Buffalo. But I think if right now, if I'm a New York Jets fan with Aaron Rodgers back under center healthy, and what Mike McDaniel is building down in Miami, you said it, this is really a division that over the years was a one-horse race, and now I think all 4 of these teams entering the season think this division goes through them.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So the Jets come out with Aaron Rodgers, of course. All the build-up in 2023, it lasted all of 4 snaps. But the man is a legend. Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. Greg, his 20th NFL season.
There's not many guys, Mike, in NFL history that while their career is still ongoing, they already are considered a no-brainer finding themselves in Canton one day. And this guy is certainly at the top of the list. Let's not forget, this is not some washed-up quarterback who can't let go of the pass. He is still capable of playing at an all-pro level, and if he continues to do so, any team he's on is going to be a Super Bowl contender.
A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that one's complete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the handoff, it's Hall running right. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, Rodgers.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Third down and 9. In motion comes Beckham. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's Smith. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Sending it deep for Waddle. And the Jets will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Jets offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A pickup of 12 yards, and the Jets have a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That was some good downhill running to get him about 6 yards and set up a much more manageable third down. From the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Jets first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Look him up on a second down and 8. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man downfield, it's Wilson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Rodgers. A throw left side taken in by Corley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Rodgers to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, Jets. Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. "7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to take over for their second possession. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back 1st and 10. Two and out on 1st down. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving. last season. Good here for the first down. Here's Tungo Vailoa. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It is a big play. Tua to Tyree. An even 40 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Tua gives it to Mostert. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Out of the gun, Tungo Vailoa. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Third and long. Here's Tua. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own.
Much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got the longtime Charger, Mike Williams. And he's taken down on what